Hello and welcome to episode 3 of MattMeals. I'm your host Matthew, and you know, this is the third episode, as I just pointed out. A lot of people saying you've done 2 pasta dishes in a row, so we're going to fix that this week with beer can chicken. Beer can chicken in the oven, okay? This is great. This is a whole chicken that we're actually going to stick a beer can right up the rear end of and cook it. It's got a nice dry rub with some nice seasonal spices that are in there. And the beer of choice, I happen to have it right here. We went with Dale's Pale Ale out of Brevard, North Carolina, which I've visited many times. This is, of course, from the Oscar Blues Brewery, and I've had a few of them, quite good. So that's the kind of beer, and plus I got to drink half of this one. So more on that. Plus we're going to do a side, which is some nice asparagus with some lemon and garlic. You're going to love it, so you know what that means. Let's get cooking. Woo! That's a good looking bird, isn't it? Now, I've already rinsed it up. I've already removed the neck. I've removed the giblets or the giblets. I've heard that both ways through my whole life. You write down below how you say it. And then again, how would you do that? So I've got that. I'm going to take this, take some paper towels. We're just going to dry it up real good because we're getting ready to add that dry rub. Thus the word dry. So you got to make sure that after you've rinsed it off, you get it all good and dried off real good. Now here's another thing. I got a good feeling that most of y'all that watch this are not seasoned chefs, which I am not either. Chefs, which I'm not either. But the one thing that I think is universally known is that these sons of bitches are dangerous when raw. I mean, literally, you got to be real careful. And it's amazing that they're pretty clean animals. And like a pig, you know, you eat raw pork, okay, it makes you sick or whatever, but not like one of these will. So be real careful when you're dealing with raw chicken. But of course, we all know that. Now, I've got my oil here. I've got my oil. We've done 2 tablespoons. Of course, you'll see the directions below. And then I'm just going to take some of this, and we got to go inside and out. So be very disciplined when you're throwing this on there. And just, you know, boy, this brings back memories. And this is funny, too, because back in the 80s, there wasn't a whole lot of information out there on skin cancer. And my mama and my grandma used Afro Sheen. And, well, one of my aunts actually used motor oil as suntan lotion. I'm not even kidding you. But this reminds me of rubbing oil on my mama's back for some reason. That was a strange memory. She's going to kill me when she sees this. If she knew how to work YouTube, that is. So we're getting it on the inside. This is kind of gross because you rub it on bone and insides and stuff. But the thing about it is how good it is going to be when we have some beer can chicken. Oh, Matthew style. It's MattMeals episode 3. We're excited. We got some beer can chicken.
Oh, Matthew music.
Golly, we are having a good time. I've got my fresh ground black pepper and also my salt in here. If you got just regular black pepper, that's fine, but that freshly ground gimmick, I'll show you right here. You know, the thing that fine restaurants bring out. Do you want more? You know, all that kind of thing. That's real good, though. That's why they use it. So I'm going to take the salt and pepper, and then here's what the recipe calls for. 3 tablespoons of your favorite chicken seasoning. Now, I use this kickin' chicken gimmick right here, and it's basically got red pepper flakes and garlic powder and onion powder, and I think paprika's in it too, and some orange peel, which I was recently there in Asheville, had a great time. We saw some Fleetwood Mac tribute band. Yeah, it was pretty good time. City's awesome though. So I'm going to take 3 of these, and I'm going to put it in there, into the salt and pepper, and then this is going to actually be our dry rub for our beer can chicken. And this is something right here that the kids can participate in. They can help out with this one. I'm kidding. Unless you want them to. You know, they ain't got to mess with the beer. That's the small part of this whole thing. The biggest, one of the most important parts of this is this right here. Have I put 2 or 3 in? I've put 3 in, I've been told. Okay, good. Now, it is called beer can chicken for a reason. So I'm going to mix this all up with my spoon here. Going to get it all going real good with the salt and pepper. And then we're going to take this, and this is, like I said, it's going to be our dry rub that we're going to mix not only on the outside of the chicken, but on the inside too. So we're gonna sprinkle a little bit on there. Remember, you're gonna have to do both inside and out, so don't use it all on the outside, because the inside, boy, it's just as important as far as I'm concerned. So I'm gonna get a handful of this, just rub it all in there, right? It's gonna be so good. And I'm gonna tell you, if you're the one who makes this, you better not be reduced to just eating a leg on this thing. They better give you one of these fat titties of chicken right here, man, because it's the best. It really is. People who say, like, I'm talking about you, Jimmy. Nine on my show, he says, oh, the thigh is the best piece of a chicken or whatever. And I'm like, man, I just don't get that. I want that big breast. KFC, they know that's the hottest selling piece of chicken. But whatever you want, whatever you need, we're going to pop this thing in the oven real good. I got to get the flip side too. Lord, I almost forgot about that. A little half and half gimmick, wasn't it? We're going to get it all rubbed up real good. It's MattMeals. It's beer can chicken. And we're back. It's MattMeals episode 3. Don't forget the full recipe for beer can chicken and all the different videos that I do with cooking and stuff. All those are down in the description of the video below. So I got the dry rub on. We've got the oven set at 425. Now's the part you've been waiting for, and so have I. Got to drink half the beer. Beer of your choice. It's about half a beer. Now, we got to set this on there, and this you got to be real tedious. So, you got to set this on top of the beer can that we're going to put into the oven. And I know some of you are going to say, well, I've seen that when it's done in a grill or whatever. Okay. Okay. I'm not. I'm doing it in the oven. All right? Every time somebody's got to say something smart. Well, I've seen it here. Okay. God. So anyway, we got this set up there, looking all handsome. He's presentable. It's beer can chicken. Let's go into the oven. Woo!
Oh, Matthew.
It looks good, doesn't it? Oh, man. I don't know why I'm saying as a guy, but we always say a hen's a woman, which it is, I guess. Is that right? A hen's a woman? Is that the way it is? Yeah, I guess that's true, right?
So, yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, so remember, you can always follow me on most social media touch points at @OMatthew. Send me your recipes, send me ideas for future episodes and things like that. Now, you may have noticed with the chicken, the beer can chicken, I took the middle rack out. I took that out. Good idea to do that before you preheat, or you will burn your hand trying to take it out. So not a good idea to do that. This sucker's going to cook for about an hour and a half. This is a long-term commitment you're making to this meal. This isn't a 30-minute meal like last time, okay? So there's some commitment here. But what we're going to do is cook this for about an hour and a half. Depending on the size of your bird, you kind of eyeball that sucker. And now we're going to do the side dish next, which is going to be our asparagus with lemon and garlic. Hot almighty. Oh, Matthew. Boy, it looks good, don't it? It's like he's saluting you, getting ready to take you, enlist you into the army of your tummy. All right, so that's going to cool off for a little while. We're going to move on over here. I promised you a nice side item, and that's going to be our asparagus with lemon and garlic. And the one thing I want to point out, though, is that this whole meal can be done on your grill, okay? You can do it on your grill. That's been pointed out to me several times, but we're not going to do it on the grill. The other thing is, the ends of the asparagus, already cut them off, got them all rinsed and everything, so they're good. Now, I'm going to take my olive oil, I'm going to put that on there. Don't forget the full recipe down in the comments, because I know that you're not going to sit here and write this down as I say it. You're just going to watch this and hopefully laugh every once in a while and have some fun with it. We're going to throw some garlic on there, freshly minced garlic. Minced or ground? Minced?
Minced.
All right, minced. All right, minced garlic. Got that on there. Throw a couple cranks of the pepper on there. Make it feel real good. Get that on there. All right, and then I like, and it calls for it, I like crushed red pepper on almost everything. It'll give it a little bit of kick. And we're going to put some of this in here, and we're going to, God, boy, I tell you what, if you could smell how good this smells in here right now, it is just wonderful. I put too much on there in that one little area, but we're gonna move it around real good because I got my tongs. Just give it a little slight tossing, you know, not too much like I did, but just have some fun with it, man. This is cooking. We're gonna have a good time. It's beer can chicken with a nice side of asparagus, and it's gonna have some kick on it. Now, I'm gonna go grate me some lemons. You know about grating a lemon, don't you? Woo! That's awesome, doesn't it? And it's gonna be so good. It's beer can chicken. Now, my asparagus just came out of the oven. You do what you want to do. I don't like mushy, nasty asparagus. I like a little bit of bite. I like a little bit of crispness to it. Crispness. Crisp. It's not like I'm saying Christmas. Crispness. So anyway, crispness. I'm going to take my lemon zest, which I got a little bit earlier. Get a little bit of that. Yeah, I tell you what. I say this every damn episode. If you can smell this kitchen right now, hot and mighty, put a little lemon juice, not too much. Don't want too much of that. And then I'm going to toss it around. Let everything get a little bit in there. And remember, that roasted red pepper is in there too, a little more roasted than before. So that looks mighty good. We're going to let that, but here it is. The coup de grace. I'm going to cut me a piece off of it. Now, I've been told I might drop this or mess it up when I cut it, but I think I can do a little bit of a sliver without messing it up too awful much. Told you what piece I wanted to go for. The old chicken booby, the breast. I need a little bit bigger piece of that. Now, here's where I get too antsy and I'll end up knocking the thing over. That's good enough. You're right. All right, and then throw me a couple of asparagus in here that are nice and crisp. Okay, I can't do it all in one bite, but I'll go with the chicken first and just tell you, you're gonna tell me I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. God almighty, that's good. And gotta get some asparagus in here too. Don't forget the full recipe is down at the bottom in the description, and you can follow me on social media at @OMatthew. And listen to my radio show at theriseguys.com. I'm telling you what, this can just go into the credits as I sit here and finish eating, because this is good. So, it's beer can chicken. It's MattMeals episode 3. Beer can chicken with the lemon and garlic asparagus. You throw you a little more sides over there if you want to, a little bread, whatever you want to. But do it. Spread the word for me if you would, and I'll see you back here in episode 4. GAHLAY! It's MattMeals.
Oh, Matthew.